Welcome back to Game On. 15 minutes till 11 o'clock as we move through the Thursday edition. We are presented by Extreme Audio Armor, powerful protection for any environment, extreme hearing protection, extreme hearing ability, extreme custom programming, extreme warranty. Extreme Audio Armor, all guests via the Howard Brothers Sports Line, this day and every day of Game On. With yours truly, Katie B. Davis. We're waiting to get Riverside Military Academy coach Kelly Davis on the line with us, and Joe Kelly, man of the board running the beats, is giving me the thumbs up that he is joining us on the Howard Brothers Sports Line. Coach Davis, welcome into the show. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Katie B, for having me. Doing great. I hope you are as well.
I am. It's kind of jarring right when I was saying Coach Davis. It's a little jarring for me. My father was a coach for many, many years. And I kind of skipped on your last name there. I don't know why. I was a little taken aback there. But I'm happy that there's another Coach Davis around now.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's kind of ironic. My dad was a football coach as well, so a lot of times the kids refer to me as Coach Kelly. I've had other Coach Davises on other staffs with me, so it's fine. Coach Kelly or Coach Davis is fine either way.
That sounds good to me, most definitely. How has the off season been? Riverside's always an interesting place to talk about, to think of where the off season is concerned, because you all don't have any idea really the depth of what you're going to have until school begins. So how have things progressed thus far?
Well, it's really, I know it's coach cliche and everything, but it really has been a process. We started, and this will be my fourth year now at Riverside. And over this past couple of summers, we've been able to get what we consider to be the core of our team together. And this year was no exception. We had parents that would meet us at the Mall of Georgia, and we would provide shuttles and get kids up here to work out and to lift and just try to get that camaraderie. We are a little bit different than a public school, but in the end, we still play a good brand of football. And to be ready to do that, you got to know a scheme and be strong in the weight room.
Knowing schemes, pro-eye multiple, how they roll offensively, 3-3 stack defensively. Interesting competition you've got going on between Kasim Duke, sophomore Sean Allison, Kasim being a senior. If you can, Coach Davis, tell us who's going to be your starter Friday come game with Fellowship Christian.
Well, I guess since we're close to about 24 hours, we would say that Sean is going to start for us Friday night. He's had an unbelievable camp. He played baseball for us at Riverside last year, was a starting pitcher, so he doesn't get rattled at all, and he's had a great camp. But it's a good problem to have for us, because with Sean being able to take the snaps under center, that means Kasim's just going to slide over and play some running back for us.
And you've got to like something like that, Kasim Duke being the athlete that he is. 7 returning players on offense for the Eagles, 5 returning starters on defense. And let's move to that side of the ball. I know that you've got a defensive line coach you're excited about, defense coordinator that you're excited about, really hoping to improve upon the 16 points allowed per game for Riverside last season. How is the unit coming together?
They've come together great. I mean, the additions you talked about, we added Coach John Favres, who spent 9 years at the University of Georgia coaching guys like David Pollock, and to be able to get him was just a blessing. He just kind of fell in our laps, and he's taken our defensive line to the next step. Well, that's really going to be the strength of our defense, is that front three. We got some linebackers that did get some experience last year, and they've stepped in. We've had a couple of scrimmage games, and they've played really well in those scrimmage games. So we're looking to take the next step. Our goal is to be a top 10 defense in the 2A region.
Yeah, and Region 8 AA, I don't think gets the credit it deserves for being as tough as it is. I mean, I look at, who you all face, Rabun County, the first region game, but then going on to a Washington Wilkes, Union County, Greene County. I mean, Region 8 AA is to AA, I think, what Region 8 3A is to AAA, maybe Region 7 AAA. So absolutely great competition housed there. Are you worried at all about being able to score with people? That might not come up this week necessarily, but when you look at a Rabun County, it does regardless of the team they face. And having some questions offensively, does that worry you at all at this juncture?
It does. We got to get better each week. We'll see Raven County. Coach Shaw's done an unbelievable job out there at Raven County. And, we know we're going to have to put, 17 or 20 points on the board. We had a tough battle with them last year up at their place, and they'll come down here this year. And, we just have to be realistic and say, we need to get us a couple touchdowns and a field goal and see where we stand maybe going into the fourth quarter, because we know we're not going to shut Raven County out by no means, or Washington Wilkes or any of those guys. Union County, they all have explosive offenses. But, we just need to do our thing and control the clock and control the ball, cut down on some turnovers, and, get to the fourth quarter and see where we stand.
You mentioned earlier, as we continue our conversation with Riverside Military Academy coach Kelly Davis, you mentioned earlier you've spent time at Riverside. Obviously, this is your first year as head coach. Are you feeling a few butterflies, the excitement of kind of that first game challenge?
Oh, definitely. It's starting to set in. A lot of excitement around the campus. The core, we actually started school back on Monday, so it'll be really nice to have their entire core and faculty. Everybody's just been really supportive of us for this whole all season and getting ready for the season. And then, so it's definitely some butterflies. Today we got to go out here and get a final walkthrough and polish everything up and be ready to go for fellowship tomorrow night.
Speaking of a final walkthrough, what's the focus like when facing fellowship? What are they bringing? What are they bringing to Gainesville tomorrow night?
They're big up front, Katie. They got an offensive and a defensive line that's as big as anything we'll face all year long. They got a left tackle that's committed to the University of South Carolina, so a couple of our defensive linemen are going to have their hands full. But, we just need to use our speed and athleticism against them. They're kind of you're going to get what you get from them. They're a pro style. They're going to run the ball between the tackles. Then they're going to try to hit you on the outside a little bit. So it's going to be a smash mouth game, but we're looking forward to it.
No doubt that you are. And with a guy who coached David Pollock on your staff, I mean, that'll get you pumped up right there, because David Pollock was an all right football player. I mean, he was okay.
Exactly. Coach Favris has been just unbelievable. I mean, his energy is it's been awesome for our staff. He's helped me out already, just so much on the little things, being the first year head coach. There's easy things to forget and look over, and he's kind of my go-to guy whenever, he's right behind me and helping me along. But, 25 years of college experience. He's been with Lou Holtz. Of course, he was at Georgia with Mark Richt. He was at Kansas State with Bill Snyder. That's one of my heroes in coaching. So the guys that, his track record is just unbelievable. And when he speaks, the kids listen, and I also listen as well.
I think I'd listen to him too. So maybe we'll see if we can set that up. Great talking with you, Kelly Davis, Riverside Military Academy football coach. Best of luck to you tomorrow night. Go have fun in your first game as head coach of the Eagles, and we'll catch up with you soon.
All right, Katie. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Sure thing. Kelly Davis, folks. Hey, listen, that's a pretty good assistant coach to have. Kelly said Coach Davis says just fell into his lap. It's a pretty good lap fall there. He's only coached with Bill Snyder, Lou Holtz, Mark Richt. No big deal. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I wish Riverside the best of luck last year. They're coming off a 3-7 campaign. Last year, a bit of a disappointment to the Eagles. They thought they had the talent to really make strides in Region 8 AA and had some close losses. So here's hoping that they get over that hump and do some big things this season. It always makes it more fun when the schools you cover are doing exceptionally well. And Riverside is one of those schools. So best of luck to Kelly Davis and his Eagles. Still